Well, one of my gigs last week scared the living hell out of me. I literally passed out totally unconscious and they couldn't wake me up. Which one was it, do you think? Well, it was donating plasma, which I had talked about recently. This is Jack the Underdog's Guide to Life. And let me tell you about this. Not only did I pass out and was totally unconscious, and they had a difficulty bringing me back around, but I suffered what's called incontinence. Do you know what that is? Most people probably want to get on YouTube and talk about the fact that they'd wet themselves in front of everybody in a room who are laying these benches getting plasma drawn on them. But I did. And the reason I'm telling you about it is because I said I'm going to share everything good, bad, or weird that happened to me during this travel. So here's what happened. I went in, and I'm doing my usual thing, go through the computer test, all that stuff, and then they take a little blood from your finger. You're good. Go back, lay down, come in. They go put the needle in your arm. The guy was new who was doing it. He had a little trouble with my one arm, so he had to go to the other one, which is not a lot of fun, but he's new. Anyway, they finally got it in there, and the machine starts running. And it starts drawing the plasma out. And towards the end of it, I got kind of sweaty. I thought, what the hell's the deal with this? And next thing I know, I don't know. I mean, literally nothing, gone. I remember towards the end thinking, I mean, I maybe should wave to somebody, but I don't know if I waved to one of the techs in there or anything. So I'm gone. And when I'm not gone anymore and I'm back, there's a woman standing next to me calling me by name, and I don't know who this person is. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what's going on, but she's asking me if I'm feeling okay or whatever. And the rest of the conversation was a little bit squirrely because I don't remember what it was. And then as I start coming around, they bring over a machine to start checking my blood pressure. And she says to me, "Do you want me to get you a gown?" A gown? For what the hell do I need a gown for? And I didn't even ask her. I just look at her. She goes, "Well, I think you've urinated in your pants." Think. I looked down, there was no think to it. There it was. Pissed myself right in public. You might ask me, was I embarrassed? No, I wasn't embarrassed. I'm still not embarrassed now by it because it wasn't my fault. It's not that I went out someplace and got drunk and stood at a bar and slobbered and finally wet myself. That would be embarrassing because I'd asked for that. And this wasn't my fault. It wasn't really their fault either. I want you to understand, I'm not here blaming anyone. I'm not picking on anyone, not suing anyone, not trying to do like that. Just tell you what happened because I said I would, and that's what I'm doing. After they took my blood pressure a couple times, they told me to come sit in this other chair, so they walked me out, and I was pretty wobbly. Yeah, so I sat there, and they took my blood pressure a couple more times, and then they told me I'd go. So I waited to make sure I wasn't, you know, lightheaded when I got to my car, and I drove home. I don't know why I didn't they didn't call somebody for me, and maybe I had to bring it up. I wasn't ever gonna bring up anything because I really wasn't sure what the hell I was doing. Anyway, so let's talk about this plasma donation thing. Is it a good thing? I think it is a good thing. Should you be doing it? I don't know. If you're over 60 years old, maybe that's a key. And there's quite a few older people down there. I'd done it before. I never had any issue with it. I don't know what the issue was that day. I went to my doctor afterwards and I did a little research myself. My doctor checked it too, and I wrote this down. I got to look this up here. So forgive me if you get the name on this because it's called vasovagal syncope. Vagal syncope. That's the technical term for it. And it's a case where you pass out. And they say one out of three people suffer from it at some time in their life. I don't know. The last time I passed out, I think was probably back in high school. And that was blackberry brandy. And I was dating a girl much older than me. We got this bottle. I ended up painting a snowbank purple that night, regurgitating. I passed out, and I don't remember that either. So those are my two experiences with it. One was vasovagal syncope, and the other one was some kind of cheap blackberry brandy. I can't drink blackberry flavored cough medicine anymore after that night. Sorry, I digress. But anyway, so I don't know what caused it. I'm not going back. Not because I don't think giving plasma is a good thing for the people. There's people who need the treatment from the plasma. But you got to balance out your own health in that. And this was a crazy situation for me. And I'm going to tell you what, I was out and gone and, and I'm not saying I was, dead for that minute or so. I don't believe that. I don't think they brought me back from the death. I don't think that was the case. I didn't see any lights. No one called my name. No one said, "It's not your time. Go back." I don't believe in that stuff anyway. Sorry for you folks. I'm not trying to offend you. It's personal belief. But none of that happened. I'm still not going back. Don't want to experience it again. May never happen again. They've already told me at the place I donate plasma to that I'm good to come back. They gave me a certain amount of time that says you can't come back, and now they can come back. I would think after you pissed your pants on one of their benches, they'd want you to come back. Anyway, they said I can. My wife said, "You're not going back." That's one of the reasons I'm not going back. The other one is I don't want to go through that again. It was kind of a frightening thing because if you stop and think about it, if you're out that much that happens to you. When I was in law enforcement, we saw people who were out and they'd wet themselves or crapped in their pants. It's usually the end. They were about the end. So I'm not going to go through that experience again. Does not mean I'm giving up the gig life. Doesn't mean, because I found out walking the dogs and cleaning up dog crap, I have not passed out one time or felt like I had to. Got a little nauseated maybe one time because the one gal's beagle, I don't know what, they must have fed him some chili or something here the other day because it was pretty rugged when I went there. But we got through that. I didn't collapse, and he just sat on the porch looking at me. I think he was smiling at me. Can dogs smile? He looked like he was smiling. Maybe not. So we're going to continue on the gigs. I'm going to replace that gig. I'm going to have to, because I said I got to make enough money to get by here and stuff. I got a couple ideas. I'm going to be working on this next week here. I'm going to be doing the delivery thing on a limited basis for a private group. Can see how it goes. I'm not really excited about that one, but if you don't have to use your own vehicle, I think might be the way to go on that. And that's going to be kind of part of the plan. There's also a couple other things. Hey, we're coming to spring here. And I've talked to you about the guy who gardens, doesn't live that far away. I may try something along that line. Don't really have a green thumb, but I like to be outside. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, folks, I'm glad you come by. I hope you're subscribe and follow along. Again, I want to say that I'm not blaming the place that do the plasma. They do this all the time. It's a reputable place. The people there are cooler than hell. I like them all. Don't think it's an issue there. The issue is mine. It's something in my health that particular day, or maybe health in general. Doctor says I'm in good shape, though. I had a complete physical. A little fat. Yeah, can't get away from that. But here's what we're going to do. We'll talk to you again soon. When I come back, I'm going to tell you how it's gone with the new gigs. In the meantime, check around, see if there's something you want to do. And remember out there, your currency is your time. It's in your life. I'm not telling you to jump ship and quit your job and go off there unless you want to. That's what I did. But remember, currency, money is really your time. And after going through that thing the other day, I'm going to close with this. Someone close to me asked me, said, "Boy, after that, would you really not want to go back to work and skip all that?" No, just the opposite. After going through that and being passed out or whatever for that short time, made me realize, boy, your time really is short. It's very finite. Do what you want to do while you can do it. That's what I'm going to do. This is Jack, for Underdog's Guide to Life. Come back again and see what happens to me next week. Anyway, take care. I'll see you soon.